He's coming just in time for spring. Saturday evening, May 4th, the Jazz Masters Entertainment Group presents an intimate evening with national recording artist Demetrius Neighbors and his special guest, Isis DeMille. Saturday, May 4th at the La Pita Cafe Banquet Center, 22681 Newman in Dearborn, Michigan. It's an intimate evening with Demetrius Neighbors. Doors open at 6. Showtime is at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at Eventbrite at jazzy3.eventbrite.com or at the door. An intimate evening with Demetrius Neighbors, sponsored by the La Pita Cafe and Banquet Center, Dearborn's premier fine dining and banquet experience. Springtime never sounded so good. This message is for the guys, the type of man that makes a statement without saying a word. It's all about the way you dress. The City Warehouse is the place for real men who know style, from the casual to the boardroom to a formal evening out. The City Warehouse has what you need to make a statement without saying a word. The City Warehouse, 22851 Greenfield Road in Southfield. Call 248-569-8888. And when you've got the outfit just 3 doors down, step into style to purchase shoes made specifically to pair with your outfit at Kingsman Shoes. All of your favorite styles, from the softest calfskins to the finest reptiles. The Kingsman has it all. The Kingsman Shoes at 22755 Greenfield Road, just 3 doors down from the City Warehouse. Both stores open at 10 a.m. Friday and Saturday and 11 a.m. till 6 Monday through Thursday. Make a statement without saying a word. The City Warehouse and the Kingsman Shoes in Southfield, Michigan. Next to your home, your car is probably the most important thing you own. If you're looking for a great car shop that genuinely cares about giving your car the best possible service, well, we found it. Go to Magic Quick Lube in Madison Heights. They're at 31371 John R. in Madison Heights, Michigan. At Magic Quick Lube, they stand out from the competition by giving you more than just an oil change. Magic Quick Lube does repair work to your car to keep you on the road. And they have weekly discounts to keep it affordable. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 until 7, on Saturday from 8 until 6, and Sundays from 10 till 5. Magic Quick Lube at 31371 John R. in Madison Heights. Call 248-307-1065. When you want an oil change and more, go to Magic Quick Lube.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing and always need to stick your fingers to test your blood sugar. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. Apply a discrete sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger sticks. If you are living with type 1 or type 2 diabetes and you use insulin or have had hypoglycemic events, you might be eligible for a CGM through your insurance benefits. U.S. Med partners with over 500 private insurance companies and Medicare. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill your insurance. Call us today for a free benefits check.
800-514-9849. 800-514-9849. 800-514-9849. That's 800-514-9849.
You heard Now Listen. WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
And it is the morning. Just open your eyes and just say, thank you, God, for this opportunity to be better than I was yesterday. You know when he touches you and wakes you up in the morning, it's his way of saying, okay, let's start all over. We're going to get this right. I'll be with you. Don't you worry about a thing. Demetrius Neighbors. Yes, I have a white goatee. I'm debating. We're going to talk about my little goatee. I'm thinking about just going back to the mustache. D, Delmar, what's going on? Vicky, Chris, my baby, good morning. Happy 313 day. Just open your eyes and say thank you for this opportunity, God. This opportunity to listen to your new number 1 24-hour streaming station that plays jazz and more. This is WJZD Radio Detroit.com. You're checking out the Rise and Grind Morning. I'm your guy, Don Allen. Let's get this thing started. We're going to do today musically a little bit more traditional jazz. And we're going to squeeze in some new stuff too, because I got to play Demetrius. He's listening. And we're going to promote the Demetrius Neighbors concert. Check this out, D. Check this out. Wow, right there. Bam. Saturday, May 4th, Demetrius Neighbors, Isis Jamil at the La Pizza Cafe Banquet Center. Yours truly will be the MC. I'm going to put it right up so you don't need to see me. Here you go. You know what I look like with this crazy white goatee. There he is. See, Demetrius's goatee is got a little bit more pepper in it. That's how I wanted mine to be. But it didn't work out that way. Coming up this hour musically, you're checking out Deodato. Pat Metheny is on the way. The Crusaders, Billy Childs. Of course we're going to play some Demetrius Neighbors. Oh, yeah. Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Cannonball Adderley, Rick Braun, just to name a few. And, oh, yeah, let's crash the Rise and Grind morning show for this morning. You know why? Because my partner in crime, this guy right here, is now with us. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Come on, Don, you can say it to him. This is Juan Johnson. What's going on, Juan?
I told you I was going to be here.
Because I was going to tell him, man, everybody call Juan, blow his phone up. You know, he said blow his phone up. And we was going to do it, too. I was going to call you on my cell phone and the house phone, okay?
Oh, really?
Oh, you know, wait a minute. Before we get started, Demetrius Neighbors says he needs everyone to come out to the show. Please help. We're going to sell it out for you. We're going to sell it out for you, Demetrius. We just sold out the Jared Lawson show. You are next. We're going to standing room only, baby. That's what we're looking for. I won't be happy until it's standing room only. My cousin Gil Clark with us this morning. And you guys got to excuse me, Juan. I got out in the early morning hours a couple of days ago. And that early morning cold weather got into my throat.
Oh, yeah. They got
and if you can hear, I sound a little nasal, but I'm okay, you know. Delmar said, what up, though, Juan?
What up, Joe? What up, though?
We're going to do a little traditional stuff today.
I told you I was going to be here.
I was going to come over to the house, and we was going to do the show from your crib today. Be like, yeah, you're going to leave me out hanging by myself, you know. Cheryl Parker, what's up? Where you at, Cheryl?
I got to say this. One of my friends that I used to work with passed away on the 2nd. So I'm wearing this shirt. I'm wearing this shirt in her honor. I do not work at ABM anymore, but just for the people that do work at ABM, you know, I'm wearing this shirt in her honor.
Oh, okay. Well, Don says, hi, Juan. It's my wine, y'all.
Hello, Don. How are you? It's so lovely to see you this morning.
Y'all need a room. Yeah, get a room, you know. Yeah, my sister Cheryl Parker. My sister Cheryl Parker. She listens whenever she can, because she'll be in Germany one day. She'll be in Monaco. She'll be in you know, on the West Coast. Wait a minute. Let me put Demetrius just sent something.
Demetrius.
Get your tickets now.
What up, though, Demetrius?
Yeah, you can get your tickets. I just posted the link right below the screen.
You missed it, Demetrius. You was number 3 2 weeks ago on the One Media World Radio.
Really? He was? How can you make Demetrius number 3? That ain't cool.
Hey, he was number 1 for 2 weeks before, and I missed it.
Oh, wow.
And then when I looked at it, it said you know, from 1 to 3. That's because we got new music and they've been, you know, the computer's been playing the new music like crazy.
Okay, so since we're going to play some Demetrius, I got a whole list of his stuff. Pleasure Trip, Perseverance, Marvina's Step, Get on the Floor, Here's to You, Duke. I love Here's to You, Duke. Funk Infusion, Too Comfortable, The Morning Widow, Could It Be, Sugar Love, If Only You Ask, Overjoyed. I like that one too.
That's all great, but I need to hear Funny How Time Flies with Demetrius.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You know, I want to hear. I love this one. Evolution. Are you up on Evolution?
Yes.
Oh, brother.
You know, Demetrius was kind enough to send me a bunch of his music.
Well, when I can catch him, he'll send it to me. See, it's tax time. Demetrius is busy.
Yes, I know.
If y'all don't know about it, Demetrius is a certified public accountant, so you know he busy clocking dollars.
Look.
And wait a minute, he'll get up, run 5 miles, go write a song, get in the studio, cut it, then run out the studio and go do taxes for somebody. Then the next day he's on a plane somewhere going to perform. Now
Look,
this guy gets it in.
the only way I'm going to run 5 miles is if there's the EMT there close by.
Got to say good morning, Glove Master Sisley. Janae, my little sister, morning, sis. Good morning, Marlo, and everybody with us this morning. We got the crew, the usual suspects are with us this morning. Yeah, since I'm controlling the music today and Wine's not, I'm playing Evolution. Yeah. We got the music. Let's see. There's a flu bug going around.
Is it Demetrius Neighbors, all Demetrius Neighbors hour?
Oh no, not all Demetrius. Sorry. I mean, we might have to do that next hour. I could pull that off, 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to do that, Demetrius. You guys want to hear all Demetrius all next hour? Signify by saying I.
Are we going to be on the air the next hour?
We can arrange that too. Because I have something very important to do. I got to take Auntie to the doctor. That is on the top of the list. Everything else gets scrapped when Auntie has something to go to the doctor or anything. I put everything else on pause, So, tell you what, let's make that happen. While I'm doing it, keep talking, Juan, because I'm going to be on the computer.
See, Demetrius, you should thank me, Demetrius, because he wasn't even thinking about it until I said it. See?
Oh, shit, wait a minute,
see how your friends do?
Yeah, wait a minute, wait. See, I'm going to tell you a quick story about Demetrius, and Demetrius doesn't even remember this, but back when we were doing the Kimmy Horn show, he came on stage. I think it was Kimmy Horn show. Pretty sure it was. I was like, man, I'm loving your new CD. And he was like, really? Which one? Which track?
Right.
And because a lot of artists try to get you with that. And they're like, oh, we're going to see if you're lying. So I was like, Marvina Step. He was like, what? You like Marvina Step? I'm like, heck yeah, that's the joint, baby. And he was like, whoa.
I'm still, my track is still that Funny How Time Flies. This is the cover, but that is, when I say it sounds almost like the exact same, he covers it so well.
Wait a minute, dog. I got to tell you something. Every time, it's amazing. Everywhere I end up going or emceeing, even if he ain't playing, Demetrius just show up on you.
So the last show that not the show the last thing that I did, the performance, we had a concert, and the music that was played in the background, while they get the stage together and things like that, they played 2 Demetrius Neighbors songs. I walked over to him. I said, "Is that Demetrius Neighbors?" He was like, "Yeah." How you know Demetrius Neighbors? That's
like you didn't know him.
I was like, he's like, a lot of people don't know about Demetrius Neighbors. I said, yeah, I just happen to know him, and I said, and what those songs play on my station, and the guy was like, wow, you know a Demetrius Neighbors. Like, if you live in this city and you don't know,
if y'all don't know who Demetrius Neighbors is, by now,
what's wrong with y'all?
Get out from under that rock, because this guy, he may not get on the mic and sing that because he's also the music director for a lot of other artists, and that's what trips everybody out. He's one of those quiet guys. He's the guy that you don't really pay attention to until it's solo time, and then when he hit his solo, you like, damn, who is that on keys?
Right.
So wait a minute. I'm actually, while we're speaking, I'm programming next hour all Demetrius Neighbors.
I'm trying to tell you,
who have never ever heard this guy go at it, I'm loading up the system right now.
Look, let me tell you, if you don't know these 3 people, Demetrius Neighbors, Lynn Roundtree,
Ralph Armstrong. We can go Gerard Gibbs.
Everybody know Ralph Armstrong. If you don't know who Ralph Armstrong is, you don't live in Detroit.
Clearly,
that's just a gimme.
You need to, like I said, crawl out from under that rock you under, and get with the program. let's see. I got a whole hour of all Demetrius. The bill will be in the mail, Demetrius, and
Yassy,
yeah,
but yeah, everybody don't know Yassy like that. Oh,
they
I'm
don't.
sorry, Lord Yassy.
Mark Waldo Wallace is with us. What's up, my
What up,
brother,
though,
like none
Waldo?
other? Oh yeah, that's my partner in crime. Every time I go somewhere and I see somebody with the Detroit Police Department, I ask them if they know Officer Mark Wallace. I was like, I was like DJ Waldo. Oh yeah, I know Walt. They don't even know his real name, and his name is Mark Wallace, but everybody in the city know this man is DJ Waldo, and he is all over the place.
You on vacation again?
He been to Dubai. He been on a cruise. He been to the Bahamas. One day I'm just gonna sneak on board with him and Queenie, and we just gonna hang out. Good morning, Lori, and who else is that? LaShawn and Tiffany, and who else? I got two screens I'm looking at here. Let me go back. Everybody is with us this morning.
Sean.
Gilbert says, "Sound good, Lord, Lord, Lord." See, Gilbert is my cousin. We from old school church. You say,
Third week
"Lord,
on
have mercy."
vacation. You third week. I need you to send some of your vacation time to me, so I can take a vacation.
Oh man, I can't. I have 3 weeks of vacation. All right, 1 week is I chose 1 week in July, 1 week in August, and 1 week in December, and it'll be early December because I'm retiring from the government this year, everybody. So we got to have a big retirement party.
I don't have an applause button.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the government go, and I've done my 13 years with them, and I think I'm gonna stick around till right after Christmas. That way, I get that Christmas bonus money, and then I'm like deuces. I'm gonna go full force on the radio station. No bluffing, Martin Ruffin. What's up, baby? Yeah, so we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna have to plan something big for my retirement party. And it's me and Dawn's, like her birthday is right near mine, and I'm retiring. So we gotta do it Big Willie style. Hey Javon, what's happening?
Never mind.
But I want to talk to you guys seriously about this flu bug. I know it's gonna be 70-something degrees today. And I realize it's going to be warm. Please don't run outside with shorts on today because winter's bite is still in the air and you can still get sick. Case in point, if you notice a little nasal sound in my voice, that's because I was out early a couple of days ago and, I was worn out. I was tired. Plus, we had lost an hour. So I'd lost an hour of sleep. And that cold was like, got your behind. I was getting ready to say got your ass, but I didn't say that.
That's the other person I was trying to think of, Randy Scott.
Oh yeah, Randy got a new joint out. This fire. Oh my God.
You talking about the album or the song?
The album.
Yeah.
You can just go track for track. You can do that on Demetrius's joint.
Yeah. See, there's a few albums, Detroit albums. Let me put it this way: there's a few Detroit albums that you can play, that you can just put on in the CD player or put in just in your digital player and just let it ride. There's few albums like that. Demetrius is one.
Randy Lynn Roundtree is another one. Randy Scott is another one. Yancey Daryl Beebe is another one.
I like Daryl Beebe.
Daryl Beebe can get you popping. He's got that pop to him.
I'm trying to think of the other person. It's a lady. I'm trying to think of
Althea Renee.
Janae. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Janae.
And we can't forget Kimmy Horn. You better not forget Kimmy.
I haven't got a Kimmy Horn album. I got Kimmy Horn tracks though.
So do I.
Of them.
But Kimmy is a great performer and singer, so it's a lot more fun to see Kimmy on stage. you know what I'm saying? Because you get to party with Kimmy, and Kimmy will come out in the audience and party with you.
Same thing with we just said his name, Ralph Armstrong.
Oh, Ralph. I'm telling you,
you got to see him in person. You can't just
Baker's tomorrow. Baker's on Friday and Saturday. That's Ralph Armstrong, Gerard Gibbs, and Galen McKinney. If you have not been to Baker's,
Tim Bowman, but he is not as strong to me.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he's not as strong.
Tim
as
is
Randy.
smooth.
He's smooth. He's not as strong as Randy. No.
Well, one plays guitar and one plays sax.
I know. I didn't say they just the instrumentation is not as strong as Randy. I know they play two different instruments, but I like Randy above Tim Bowman.
Oh, I mean, I can't choose one because
I,
they
oh,
are
I,
my.
I can't.
I
I'm gonna
use
tell you. I'm
I
gonna tell
choose
you.
my Detroit artists. I
Oh,
show
they're
my
my
Detroit artists more love than I show everybody else in the country. I love everybody. I mean,
Well, I love everybody. It's just some people. I have a preference.
you know.
Let me say good morning to my uncle right there, Byron. Uncle Byron, what's up?
What's happening, Uncle Barbara and Selena?
What up, though?
Um,
Oh, I enjoy
yeah,
them
but
all. I just, you have a preference when sitting in your car and you're gonna go on a trip for 10 hours.
wait a
You gonna
minute.
listen to what you want to listen
Gilbert said, "Watch out there now."
to. I know. Look, they can come get me later. I don't have a problem with it.
And
But
Demetrius nails it. He said, "Music is subjective to everyone."
everybody, yep.
Okay, and that's what I like so much about jazz. I love it is that it's improvisational. It can go in many different directions with many different instruments. It is, I mean, if you listen to jazz, okay, it starts out smooth, and then everybody will get their solo, and one will go east, one will go west, one will go north, one will go south, and they all bring it back home and the groove is still there and it's always popping. That's what I love so much about it. I mean, I've heard tracks where they're doing an up tempo song, and then somebody gets a solo and they'll take it boom and then slow it down and then boom and then bring it back. I'm like, whoa! I've never
Look,
seen that.
I'm gonna tell you this. I would take Tim Bowman over Yancey.
Ooh, I ain't gonna start choosing this stuff.
I'm just saying. I look. We have preferences. I'm just not scared of telling people what my preferences are.
Mhm.
I'm just not. And
Oh, wait a minute.
but I
But
like Lord.
stand by. Stand by. Randy Scott's album release concert is coming up on April 19th at Silver Garden Event Center. Tickets are on Eventbrite. I'm calling Randy's dad. Be like, yo,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
you better show me some love. I don't, man. I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm not bragging, but I haven't bought a concert ticket through WJZD days, through 98.7 The Breeze, through GPR days and all of that. I just don't buy tickets. And I mean, now if Dawn wants to go somewhere bad enough and I don't have the connects, I'm like, all right, I'm going to fork it out. Boom, boom, boom. No big deal. But I mean, normally somebody, hey, Don, come on. You ain't going to front door. Come on, side door. And we go in with the artist. And I'm gracious and I'm thankful and I'm humbled by that. But I'm like, I know Randy's dad and mom
Yeah. Yeah.
and Randy. And I'll be like, yo,
I filmed Randy at the Keith Williams. I forgot. It's over there off of Jefferson. It's a small little. It's a nice little hall
okay.
over there off of Jefferson, and we taped Randy there, and he tore the house up.
Now
Tore the
see,
house up.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, Juan. If Tim Bowman hears this show, I'm gonna be like, remember, that's Juan. I'm
Hey,
Don. I'm on your
you know
side.
what? I don't mind Tim Bowman, and the reason I know Tim is because of Vicky Winans.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I think he's related to Vicky some kind of way. I can't remember. But Tim is a great artist. It's just I have my
And
preferences.
see, Delmar, I got a witness. Delmar's like, Don, how many times we done did that? We walked straight in the back.
Right.
It's like, tickets? Oh, tickets? What is what? We ain't getting on a plane. But I mean, it is what it is. So, and when you're in the industry, it is, like it's like a thing where you got to show each other love.
Yeah.
You know,
Do.
I do my best to play, like we're going to use Demetrius as a example. I'll play Demetrius all day, every day. And if I happen to see him,
That's right, Vicky's brother.
he'd be like, Don, come on. And I'm like, okay. And generally, now here's the fun fact. If they see Dawn first, they'll be like, hey, Dawn, come on in. And who's that guy with you? Come on in with him.
Who's that guy with you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm the one that's been on the air for 47 years. I've been on the radio. Okay, I started at WDRQ. And wait a minute, we got to play this commercial. This is one commercial you got to hear. Saturday evening, May 4th, the Jazz Masters Entertainment Group presents an intimate evening with national recording artist Demetrius Neighbors and his special guest, Isis DeMille. Saturday, May 4th at the La Pita Cafe Banquet Center, 22681 Newman in Dearborn, Michigan. It's an intimate evening with Demetrius Neighbors. Doors open at 6. Showtime is at 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at Eventbrite at jazzy3.eventbrite.com or at the door. An intimate evening with Demetrius Neighbors, sponsored by the La Pita Cafe and Banquet Center, Dearborn's premier fine dining and banquet experience. Springtime never sounded so good. Okay, I had to play that one. But anyway, like I was saying, generally, when we go backstage, everybody knows Dawn. I'm just a guy with her. I'm the bald-headed,
Look,
well-dressed
Demetrius,
man with her.
I'm gonna be walking up to the fence at that concert and be like, "Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall." Just let me in. Just let me in.
Well, Delmar, have yourself a great day. I know you got to get your sleep in because Delmar works midnights and he stays up with us, you know. And me and Delmar have been running buddies since La Notes and since Cheeks and all of that. But anyway, like I was saying, so Juan,
Yes.
and everybody who's listening, take a look at the screen. You see the goatee. I mean, to me, it's too gray and it's all natural. I haven't done anything to it.
You know what? I can get with it. I can get with the goatee, the gray goatee. I just can't get with the gray eyebrows.
Well, you know what? It's a package deal. And I'm thinking about letting the goatee go and just doing a mustache, you know.
Let's see. Let me look.
You know, I'm thinking, let me get close to the camera. All right. And I'm thinking about just going back to the mustache and 86 in the goatee. You know, what do you guys think? Should I get rid of the goatee? Just stick with the mustache.
Why are you asking us? We're not the decision makers on that.
Well, Dawn, Dawn gonna be like, she'll let me know up front. I'm feeling it, you know. Does it tickle, baby? She said, wait a minute, she said, like I said, you get rid of it. I'm growing a goatee of my own. Don't play with me. Wow.
No, hey,
you're ready to do something
you asking
really, really
us, and we're
bad.
not even the decision makers on that. You asking the wrong person.
Wait a minute, Vicky said it's up to Dawn.
Yeah.
So,
people know how to make sure
go.
that they don't get in trouble.
I'm gonna let this go, and we're gonna look like something like this, okay? Mm-hmm.
You know what? I usually can't shave my beard or anything off because if I shave it all off, I look like a little kid.
You still look like a little kid with a beard. What are you talking about?
No. I look more like a little kid if I shave it off.
Wait a minute. Selena said, and it's white. It ain't gray.
It's white.
See, that's the thing. I'm feeling like Santa Claus.
No, it ain't white. It's more gray than it is white.
What up, though, Jay Firm? You know, now Jay got a beard. You know, Jay got the goatee. Jay, I'm thinking about shaving off the goatee and keeping the stash.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny.
Dawn said I can get rid of it.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny about this. Remember back in the day, this has got to have been about 10, 15 years ago. 10, 15, 20 years ago. A bald head man, the clean cut bald head man was that thing. Women was like, "Oh, I love me a bald head man. Face all clean and everything." Now all of a sudden, men with beards are sexy.
Yeah.
That goes to show you who runs the world.
See, Demetrius says his beard is borderline white, but he got that salt and pepper thing going on.
I got it too. I just won't let mine
Look
grow.
at that. Wait a minute. Let me bring it up to the camera. See, that's Demetrius right there. And he got that salt and pepper thing going on.
Why you look like Wayne Brady?
He really does.
I know somebody has told you that once or twice.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna it'll always grow back if I want it to grow back. So today I'm gonna shave this part off and just do the mustache for a little while. And Jay Firm got the salt and pepper thing going on too.
I got the salt and pepper, but it's only here, like right at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Right at the bottom.
Wait a minute. Demetrius said that's an old pic. You got to see the new ones now.
Okay. The new
How you
one.
gonna put an old pic on a new flyer? You know, and I thought about doing. They have this stuff just for men for salt and pepper.
No.
You know,
Nope.
I'm like, no, I'm done with that. I'm gonna either shave it off, or let it grow. Problem is, I can't grow hair on on the jawbone, and so that's all you getting is a goatee. Why he
Yep.
said, "Why? Yeah," I said I look like Wayne Brady. Hey, run with that. Run with that. That could be a good thing.
Hey, you should have Wayne Brady come in
Sit
in
in with
concert
you.
with you.
You really should.
Oh, that'd be super dope.
We call it the
Maybe
twins.
the twins concert.
Mhm.
Maybe we can set something up.
The D&W twins, Demetrius and Wayne.
I'm trying to
Now
figure
Selena
out.
likes the goatee,
I want
but
I
like I
want
say,
the
it's
little
Dawn's decision. She said I can get rid of it. We're gonna try it.
I want
It's
the
gonna
little
grow back.
thin beard. I want the little thin beard with the goatee and the thin mustache, so I
Mm,
don't look
see,
like a kid.
Demetrius like me. I ain't dying nothing. Either shave it off or let it
Grow,
grow
or
out.
grow out, right?
Right. You know.
These
And
guys with these long beards and stuff like that, they have to get it done. Now, how you bald head, but you let your beard grow
I
5 inches long, and
I
then
know
you
a
got to go
partner of
to the
mine,
shop.
Quan Maurice. Quan Maurice beard so thick he got an afro pick for his beard because he's bald headed. He got an afro pick that he does his beard with, and I'm like,
When I cut my hair, I was done with doing hair. So I'm not trying to grow my beard and then still have to go to the shop and have it wash it and blow dry it and all.
well,
I
I
was
mean,
done with that.
I cut off my hair for two reasons. Number one, I had the yarmulke thing coming up in the back, the little
Me
hat,
too.
nothing.
Me too.
Then I got tired of going to a barber, sitting there for like 2 or 3 hours, then giving him $40, $50 to cut my hair and line it up and all of that. But
What I know,
then,
Randy?
I was wait a minute, Randy who?
Randy Scott is on here. He's
Oh, Randy Scott's with us. Randy, you need to put my name at the door. Me and Dawn, we will be at the record release. Mm-hmm. Just reaching out there. I'm calling your dad anyway. I know the money goes to. See, what I like about Randy. He is all about feeding the kids. All the money that you guys pay to go see Randy, it takes care of the kids. They're his kids, but but they feed the kids nonetheless. So.
yeah. I used to have hair on my shoulders. I did. My hair was as long and it was sitting on my shoulders. I had 8 braids. One
8 braids.
8 braids in my hair, and they used to sit on my shoulder. My sister used to do my hair. I used to go to the shop every now and then and get my
Juan, I
hair
don't see
done.
you with 8 braids.
Oh,
I just don't see
I'm
it.
trying to tell you, I had long hair. I had really long hair past
Now
my
I had the big afro back in the Jackson
Oh.
5 days,
I had hair past my shoulders.
and I had a ponytail back in my Steven Seagal
So we
phase.
all had ponytails. We all had ponytails. Ponytails was in. Remember, like I said, back in the day, women control how men look. Because back in the day, if you had a ponytail, you was automatically getting some.
Oh, really?
Hey,
I
or
missed
you
out
had
on
the-
that one.
Or then if you had them braids, you was getting some too.
I missed out on all that.
I
Now,
don't know.
I did have the wave thing going on. I was back in my
Well, we
wave
all had
days,
we had the waves too, but it was the long hair like Snoop and the or the braids like I forgot who that was. They used to have braids in their hair. Naughty by Nature.
Ah.
Everybody thought if he had the braids, he was a thug. If he had the long hair, he was a smooth kind of talker. And you could always find a reason to get some because you had the look.
Okay.
Now you could get some if you just have a good beard.
Oh, we got a double dose coming up next, Juan. This is Crusade. These are the Crusaders Street Life. Coming up next is Demetrius Neighbors Evolution. Then we're going to get into a collaboration of Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Cannonball Adderley. Then we're going to do some Rick Braun. Then next hour, it's all DN. Demetrius Neighbors all hours long.
Iverson, Iverson. Iverson was the one that made the braids
Oh, yeah.
mainstream because he wore them in the NBA game, and people remember how bad they used to talk about him, and then everybody in the world started wearing them.
Yep. He was a trendsetter. But, I mean, Allen Iverson broke ankles all throughout the NBA,
Yeah, he was constantly sending people to the hospital.
Yeah.
I should say virtual hospital.
Okay, so
He
let me see.
even broke Michael Jordan's ankles.
He really did. So, I mean, it's 313 Day today. You know that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's March 13th. March is the third month. It is the 13th day. What's going on for 313 Day?
Oh, it's got a bunch of stuff going on in downtown Detroit for 313, and
Really?
I just love the fact that it's a beautiful day outside. So we gonna do some stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm
So,
going out. I'm going to do something. I'm gonna walk around. You know. Let's see, and we getting ready for the NFL draft.
yes,
I'm gonna be out there for
I don't
that.
care if I'm in none of the proposed places where everything is going on.
You just got to be
I'm
downtown
just gonna
for
be
to be a
downtown.
part of it.
I'm just gonna
Hmm.
be downtown.
I'm
I don't
going
care what
shopping. I'm going shopping, and I mean, me and Dawn, we just gonna go down there and hit a few spots and buy some stuff. That's what we do. And one more thing before we get ahead of myself, politics, man.
Oh,
You know, you
what
know,
we doing? What we doing?
and as you guys know, every commercial, every time you turn on the news, we're talking about Joe Biden and his memory. Donald Trump, who can't do business in several states yet. They want him to run the country. What do you think, man? I mean, let's get
Well,
into it. Let's get into it.
I'm gonna say this. Let me get close to the mic for this one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this: no president, no House, no Senate, no representative have done anything for black people since they've been in office. Regardless of whether
Sans Abraham Lincoln.
well, Abraham Lincoln didn't really do it for black people either. He was forced into that. But
Well, that's because he was banging a slave, right?
yeah,
You know.
yeah. So that was a whole other story. Whole nother story.
It's the truth.
Yeah,
Don't get
yeah.
mad at me.
Right, don't get mad at the truth. That's a whole nother story.
You know.
But no president has done anything for black people. So stop with this. Somebody should have did this, and they're not the policy makers. They're not the.
Yeah, the president he don't call no shots. He's
And what
he's
makes it
the
funnier?
fall guy.
Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Congestion.
Me too.
What makes it funnier is that I know y'all are the people that are around my age. I'm 50 up. I know y'all watch Schoolhouse Rock. I know you did.
Yeah. Shout out everybody who's watched Schoolhouse Rock. Type in I did. Just type in I did. Just for
I know you did.
just for shits and giggles. Type in if you watched Schoolhouse Rock as a child. Came on ABC. It was like a little mini commercial.
In
And
between all the commercials.
I'm
All the
just a
cartoons.
bill. Yes, I'm only a bill.
That's the route
And
I
I'm
was going.
sitting here on Capitol Hill. I
If you
mean,
watch Schoolhouse Rock, you should know that the president doesn't have any power because the bill goes to the House and then it goes.
ooh, everybody type it in. Val Gardner, Demetrius, Lori,
So
LaShawn.
why are we mad at what the president is doing? He doesn't make the policies.
Right.
He doesn't
You know?
put anything into law. He can't do anything until the House and the Senate approves it, and then he can just put his name on it.
Gil
He
said
can't do
3 is a
anything.
magic number.
Hey, that was my jail too.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to understand. President doesn't do it. He might write it up and he might sign off on it, but it
And
has to go.
he might be on
It
the
has to go
side
to the
of it.
House and the Senate for
They have
approval.
to pass it.
So they make the rules. He just and based on who is in office, it determines, which side who's going to be on his team. So, let's use Barack Obama, for example. When Barack was in office, the Republicans did not, approve anything. I don't care if he said, I want everybody to wear coats in the wintertime. Nope, no, we're not signing off on that. They were just against it.
That's right.
Like during the, did you guys see the State of the Union address?
Yes.
What really pissed me off, and they do this every single year, or, when, like, if there's a Democrat president or a Republican president, when he says something that one side likes, they stand up and cheer. The other guys are sitting there like this. That is so freaking childish.
I,
All of it.
that irritates my
That
soul
just tells
too.
me we as a country cannot agree on anything. We cannot agree because
Now the only president I know that got both sides to stand up and clap during something that he was talking about doing policy was President Barack Obama.
Nope. No. I beg to
No,
differ.
no. He got both sides to stand up, but the Speaker of the House at that time, Mitch McConnell, that was sitting behind him,
Uh-huh.
made his people sit down.
Ah. I
I,
tell you one thing.
I watched him do like this, just shake his head, and everybody sat down. And they
Wait a minute.
talked about that.
Waldo got the Schoolhouse
Oh, I
Rock
got
on
the
DVD.
DVDs, the silver edition DVDs of Schoolhouse
Both of y'all got it?
Rock. Bro,
You
yeah.
know, I'm worried about y'all.
And if you don't know, you can get the school. You can go to Disney Plus and watch all the Schoolhouse Rock stuff, even some of the new stuff that
Y'all need to let
didn't
y'all
come out.
grandchildren watch it. And
Oh,
some of y'all need to make y'all grown ass kids watch it because they don't
so
know
they can
nothing.
read. Put the captions on so they can learn how to read.
Oh yeah. Incidentally, this is Evolution by Demetrius Neighbors. I
Yes,
love
sir.
this song.
Yes, sir.
That's Demetrius on them keys. I taught Demetrius everything he know. Yeah, but let's not lose sight of what we're saying here. I think we should do away with both of them, the House and the Senate and the president, and
No,
just
not the
elect
president.
elect a panel.
Yeah,
Elect
but the
a
panel. No. See, the thing is, even when you elect a panel, you're still going to have some issues. The
Yeah.
issues is going to be whether or not they stand for the people.
Well, they
The
all
only
can
way
be bought. All of the ones that we're watching right now are being bought.
everybody can be bought.
What do you
no
think
matter what.
lobbyists do?
I know what lobbyists do, but I'm saying the only way we can do this is with term limits
Yep.
and take these people off of government welfare. The Senate and the House and the representatives talk about welfare all the time, talking about and they convince people that black people are the most people that uses welfare when the people that are in government are the most highly paid welfare recipients
Oh, absolutely.
than anybody. Because when you leave office, you're still taken care of for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
After you leave,
Your kids don't have to pay their college
kids
grants,
don't have to pay
college loans.
if that's
Your
not
kids,
if that's not the
their
epitome
kids.
of welfare, I don't know what is.
Wait a minute. Their kids, should there be a war, do you know this?
They don't have to go to war.
Their kids don't have to go to war. They don't have to pay off their college loans. There's a lot of perks to being a senator or a rep.
This is why they try to stay in the house as long as they can.
Exactly. Look at Mitch McConnell. He stayed in as long as he can remember what the hell he was talking about.
When
'cause
he retires, he doesn't have to pay a doctor's
dime.
bill or nothing. He don't have to pay car insurance.
I mean, he is a billionaire set for life. And now here's a rarely known fact: his son-in-law is black.
Yes, and check this out. Tell me what welfare is, and tell me that isn't the epitome of welfare.
That's the true definition of welfare. So we need term limits, but I tell you something else. If it'll never get on the ballot, it will never get on the ballot.
It won't. You know
They're
why?
gonna block it.
You know why it won't get on the ballot? Because those cushy seats feel good with the money pad, with them sitting on that money.
Yep, and the fact that if you've ever seen on a regular day when they're in there, most of them sleep. Most of them are asleep.
If you go to some of their houses now, they might. This is where I have a problem. They go after televangelists and talk about, they got planes, they got big giant houses, and go to some of the senators' house
Oh yeah, without question.
Go-
When was the
go
last time you saw a senator
on a plane.
on Delta? You haven't. Why? Because they got their own damn jets. Paid for by us. Citizens of the good old U.S. of A. And I'm sorry, I really don't like talking politics because I am very opinionated when it comes to it. I say get rid of all of them, and let's start off fresh.
Donald Trump. Excuse me.
He up there. I
Donald
don't.
Trump
Wait a minute.
spent
One
4
more thing,
years.
please.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm not a really, really super smart guy, but I am not stupid enough to pay a bill. Send money to a billionaire so he can pay his bills. To anybody who supports Mr. Trump, think about it. You sending him money? He always bragging he's a billionaire.
We
Why
do
are
it
you
every
sending
day.
him money?
We do it every day. If you got a car and you paying a car note, you sending the money to a billionaire to pay his bills.
That's what my truck paid for.
That's the biggest small limit. But listen to this. Donald Trump spent 4 years in the White House, right?
Mm-hmm.
He spent 1 year playing golf.
Yep.
And all the
And
time,
charging us.
if you put all the time that he's playing golf together, he spent 1 year playing golf.
Mm-hmm.
That's how cushy the president's job is. Now
You know.
the president is actually like the face of America.
Right.
When he goes out to these different countries, he's our uh, our main diplomat to
Yeah.
the other
Our
countries.
our HNIC.
Yeah, he's the main diplomat to all the countries. So that's what his job is, being a diplomat and telling them what the American people stand for and what they want and if we're going to support them or blah blah blah, because that's what he's gotten from the American people.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's the military that tells him what he has to say to each of these countries.
Yeah, because you don't want him going in there sounding weak. And I give Trump credit where credit's due. He has the knack and the ability to go get in front of a large audience and take command, control. I mean, his voice is powerful. He speaks a lot of nonsense, but he has that ability, that magnetism that draws the weak-minded to him. But if you listen
There
to
you
what
go.
he's
There you go.
saying, if you listen to what he's saying, now I will give credit where credit is due. Back when he was running for president the first time, he publicly stated that I didn't pay taxes. That makes me smart, and he was right. He was like, if you want me to pay taxes, change the tax codes. And he knew that they wouldn't do it because the Democrats have been doing it all along. They've
But
been benefiting from the same tax codes that he was. They just tried to shine a light on him. He was like, if you want me to pay taxes, change the tax codes. Oh, you're not going to do that because you're benefiting from the same ones that I'm benefiting from. And I give him credit. He exposed the whole game, and it went right over everybody's head.
no, it didn't go over everybody's head, but
Yeah,
it
but
went over some.
it went over them. Dude, don't let me go
The
there.
Trump supporter. Now let me 'cause that's my nephew right here and Money Bruder. Every president charges us, but why not keep the richest president in there? Let me say this: Donald Trump is not a smart businessman.
No, he sucks.
He sucks as a businessman. Now, as a character, as a American character, he's the best American character we could possibly
Oh
have.
yeah.
He's comedy, he's drama, he's
Gibberish.
what you call it, comedy, drama, and horror all wrapped into one.
Oh yeah. I mean, and got the worst barber. He need if the one person he need to fire is his barber because that comb over just ain't doing it.
Look,
You know, he
Donald
want to
Trump
impress me. Cut it all off. Come out
I was about
bald.
to say, come out bald. That's it.
Come out bald. You losing it anyway.
Trump did not commit any more treason than any other president has.
Nope. 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 And I'm not. Now that's not to
Now,
say
now,
that I trust
he
Mr.
said some-
Biden either.
He said some really stupid stuff, and this is why I can't get behind him. Because this one phrase is why I can't get behind him. He said, "I can stand in the middle of the street, shoot and kill somebody in cold blood murder, and still get elected president because of who I am."
Yeah. And nobody said.
Anybody admitted to wanting to something like that has a
Wait, I
diabolical
got
mind.
another one. I got another one for you. Why was it not over for Mr. Trump when he was recorded saying, grab him in the, hoo-ha, talking
Because-
about women.
because
And then
this
you
is
turn
it-
around and you got all these women that support him. Okay.
That's a man thing. They figured that men talk like that.
But we all don't talk like that. I mean, I know the words, and I do know how to use them properly in
Yeah,
the
so you
correct
ain't-
context.
So
but,
you never grabbed a coochie before?
no, I haven't.
What?
No, I don't grab them. I just caress them. It's a difference between just grabbing them and you asked. Okay.
That's just crazy.
Byron said, make it make sense.
Well, I'm just saying.
And Dawn says he committed numerous counts of murder in 2020 with COVID. Now,
Yes.
he that's another
And
reason
like
why
I said, he's a
can't.
diabolical thinker.
I don't understand how he screwed over that. He covered the COVID thing up. First he said it'll be gone in 2 weeks. It'll be gone. It'll be gone in 2 weeks. It's just a little cold. And then he was recorded saying, listen, we got a problem. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Um, I mean, people are going to lose their lives bad. What
and
direction
he
should I
never
take?
and then he never came out and warned the people. I
Yeah.
think the only president that really came out and warned the people about what was going on, and I hate to say this, I hate to even say his name because he was so super racist.
Oh,
Reagan.
Reagan. You know, the guy who don't
Reagan,
remember
Reagan, came,
lying.
Reagan came out and was telling people left and right, look, this was about to happen. I don't know if y'all want to. I'm worried, and unless I get affirmation from the powers that be, we gonna get through this, y'all. But
Wait a minute. Richard Clemens says bleach and COVID treatment. And he's right. Donald Trump actually said, shine an ultraviolet light and have a shot of bleach and it'll get rid of it. Okay,
how many people got sick from that?
some of them very rural, toothless folks that inbreed.
No, not
Sorry.
really, not really, because there's a lot of black people that support Trump.
Oh yeah. And
I don't think there's no inbreeding in there.
I had to actually block someone who was on my Facebook page because they were using the N word, B being very insulting to a lot of my Facebook friends, and I asked him nicely. I was like, "Listen, man, your opinion is one thing, and I do respect it, but I will not have you on my page insulting and calling people that N word. We're trying to get
No,
away from it."
I try.
He resigned to do that, so I simply got rid of his
I
ass.
don't block nobody. I tell them people, let's do some research. If they getting on your nerves, let's do some research. Let's find out where he at and
Hmm.
show up at his house. That's how we do it. That's how
Hmm.
you get rid of people uh, being keyboard assassins.
Hmm. Gilbert Clark says Trump represents a certain idea of privilege in minds of people who are desperate to hang on to the days. And he's
That's,
absolutely right
that's true.
because there are those folks way out there with farms and some of them that live in the city. They're like, I sure would like it back when we could tell a person to get to the back of the bus, and that sort of deal.
Well, those people need to be fought.
Oh, yeah.
And I ain't talking about at the ballot box. I'm talking about slapping their mouth.
Donald Trump can't play
Slap
golf
'em in
either.
their mouth. Nope. I
know?
heard that too. I, those people that come up to you and they're with their racist rhetoric and things like, I would tell you what to do. Slap them in their mouth.
No,
Let 'em-
I deplore violence.
no, I am. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm an advocate of responsibility and an advocate of responsible violence.
Responsible violence.
There's a such thing as responsible violence.
Define responsible violence, please.
Okay, here we go. And I need y'all to back me up because I know a lot of you feel this way, but won't act out on it. But you feel this way. And if you could act out on it, you would. Responsible violence. There are some people, black and white, that don't respect your boundaries.
Hmm.
And if you tell them, look, that's not what I'm all about, I need you to stop using that around me, I'm going to go this way, and they keep doing it, your responsibility is to make them respect your boundaries.
Okay.
Responsible violence is the answer to that. Smack them in the mouth. Stomp on their bunions. Stomp on their bunions. You said,
Cassie said that's why we all need to vote the people that lack things, don't understand things,
no,
and
you don't
what
go to
and
jail for
want
responsible
power.
violence. You don't go to jail for responsible violence.
Hmm.
They have not respected your boundaries. Tell the policeman that. Look, these are my boundaries. They stepped within my boundaries. And I told them, get away from me.
See,
And you got witnesses around
my
you.
my
Smack
my,
them in the mouth.
my boundaries is as long as his arm, and I can lean in a little bit. So you got to give me 5 feet. Give me 5 feet, and
I
it
don't
will
even
be
walk
fine.
5 feet. I just want you to stay away from me.
Yeah.
Especially if I walk away from you and you come and you walk behind me. Then there's responsible violence.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm all for responsible violence.
Richard Clemens said violence is not for old people. I
No,
mean, and
violence
I'm
is
old.
oh, look,
I'm
look,
considered a senior citizen now.
look, Richard. Do you carry any type of weapon on you? I know Don does.
Absolutely, I do. And I'm a damn good shot. You want to see?
Hey,
Come mess up.
I'm a surgeon, and I guarantee you don't want to find out how good I am.
Cassie said, you having too much fun with this wire.
Cassie, listen to me. How many people have you wanted to smack in the mouth? If I tell you, if you claim responsible violence, then you're clear. You're good.
But see, here's another side of that same coin. There are some people I work with. They are very, very nice people. And I do like them as people, as human beings and as coworkers. But
Yeah.
they're choosing Trump. I don't get it.
It
I
doesn't matter.
don't get it.
I don't care about your affiliation.
And see, my thing is with not only with Mr. Trump, but I'm like, see, my brother had. I'm gonna tell you a story. My brother lives in Arizona. He works in a hospital and yada yada yada. He has some friends. They're white guys, and one of them that he works with every day. So I'm going to vote for Trump. And my brother was like, really? He was like, wow, that's deep. Because I like you as a person. But see, but here's the deal: since you are supporting this guy, Mr. Trump, and knowing that he disrespects women, disrespects blacks, does not like black people, doesn't like poor people, doesn't care about anything but himself. If you support that, now I have to look at you differently.
Yeah, because knowing all of
you're
this, why would you
supporting
still
that.
vote?
Exactly.
Knowing all of that, knowing all you know about Trump, why would you still support him?
And he was like, "Nah, we still cool. Don't get me wrong, but now I'm going to look at you
This
differently."
is what's funny to me when people say, "Why are you supporting Trump?" And I said, "Why would you support a racist?" And they were like, "Well, Trump is not a racist anymore."
Anymore?
How
I
could
can tell you don't turn that off like a light switch.
Look. Hey, Mark, did Waldo, responsible violence? Isn't
Now-
there such thing?
No, see, here's the thing.
Now,
Y'all got to
when
understand.
you fighting somebody and you knock them out, responsible violence is walking away after you knock them out.
Yeah, not stopping them.
Irresponsible violence is stomping them while they knocked out.
Richard Clemens says classified documents means jail time for violators. Why is Mr. Trump, how is he still legally able to run for president, and he's still going to court representing, being represented for committing crimes?
Now we're talking about Trump and how he has done a lot of racist things and how he doesn't like black people. We got to talk about Joe Biden and how he doesn't like black people either.
Yeah, Mr. Biden is no better. So
he's
here's
no
the deal.
better.
We're voting to see which crook we want in the White House.
No, I just want to see which crook is it going to be in the White House, because I usually don't vote in the presidential election.
I told y'all I should have ran for president. I'm sorry, everybody. I couldn't get enough money up, to get my name on the ballot.
I vote mostly local elections.
Yeah.
Those are the elections that impact me more than anything else.
Yeah.
The presidential election don't really matter to me, because they're gonna put who they want there in the office, and it's already been decided.
Yeah,
Because
they say so many bad things about us, but look at it this way: we had the Million Man March. We had 1 million black men in Washington at the Capitol, and not one of them stormed the Capitol.
Nope.
No insurrection. None of that.
1 million men.
1 million men.
They couldn't have stopped that if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't have stopped that if they wanted to.
Biden is reclassifying marijuana. I don't smoke weed. I don't care.
What is he reclassifying it as? That's
daisies.
I never heard. I haven't heard that he's reclassifying marijuana. I would be interested in finding out what he's reclassifying it as.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You know what I should do? I should go get my my electric razor and shave off this goatee on camera. Should I go do that?
I ain't making that decision. Don ain't killing me.
She the one said go ahead and do it. Danny Robertson, good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind. And schedule 3 for now. Cassie said, "Don't get Mark in trouble." Mark ain't stupid. Mark
Mark,
know that line he can't cross.
he'll text me and let me know for sure. Matter of fact, let me look at my texts.
Hey guys, stand by next hour. Next hour, all Demetrius neighbors. Call your friends. Call to your neighbors. Call your friends. Call your enemies. Call the dog. Like
Demetrius Neighbors album is so good, make you want to smack your mama.
you do. You smack my mama, she liable to shoot you. You know? Oh wait a minute. Now she's saying she gonna beat my tail. Make up your mind, woman. Now first she said shave it off. I'm gonna grow my own, and now she's saying don't shave it. He said, "You got to clean the hair out your keyboard." No, I got that little plastic thing over my keys. It ain't going to get in there. Eliminating prison sentences for weed crimes. I don't know about that. Some of them brothers belong in jail. I mean, my thing is with incarceration.
No, because some of the guys went to jail for just having weed on them
Uh-huh.
and not the sell and distribution. The people that sold and distribution and tried to distribute weed during the time when it was illegal deserved their time. Now the people that just had weed on them and they just got stopped and the police found weed on them and they serving 5 years, that should have never
Yeah,
happened.
you're right. Because, I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, for those of you who smoke weed, and I know the kickback off of that. I mean, you smoke weed, you get the munchies, you laugh a lot, you go to sleep, you ready to get high again when you wake up, And that's what weed does. So I mean, I don't see the real big deal with marijuana. I don't like the smell of it.
Have you ever heard of an overdose of weed?
Never. But that was a gate back then. They thought that was a gateway drug to worse things.
They told us that. They told us
Yeah, they
that.
told us that.
That's what they wanted us to believe, that
Mhm.
it was a gateway drug to other drugs.
And see, and then those high rich folk, when they kids started experimenting with drugs, because what's this new one, fentanyl?
Yeah.
See, I don't know nobody in the hood dying from no damn fentanyl. Okay, that's a suburban thing. Okay.
And you notice that when they started dying, all of a sudden it became a epidemic. When crack ran the streets for how long? How many years? How many years was people dying from crack? And most of the people's like, uh,
Well, that was our problem. You
that
see.
was our problem. And then if white people died from crack, they was like, well, they're trailer trash anyway, and all this
Wait a
other.
minute. Richard Clemens said weed is a gateway to your refrigerator. You know, Mark says most of them now have weed on them and carry a firearm, but don't have a CPL and get caught up.
And they
That's
should go to
very true.
jail.
And they should go to
They
jail.
should go to jail for it because the weed might not be the issue, but that firearm without a license is.
Mm-hmm.
You go to jail for
Absolutely.
that. That's jail time.
Uh-huh.
You don't get off for that.
No, you
You might
don't.
get off. You might get off for the weed, but you're not gonna get
Okay,
off.
wait a minute. Waldo, how many years do you get if you're caught carrying a firearm without a CPL? I need to know that. I think it was 3 years. I think it was 3,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. If anybody knows, type that in. How many years do you get for carrying a firearm without a CPL?
Now it's
Okay.
different when if you're walking around and the police stop you because you look suspicious, and then they find a pound of weed in your backpack.
I mean, because when you
I don't
come through
know
the
you unless you was taking it walking going home and y'all was gonna smoke a pound of weed.
my thing is the
I've
guys
seen
that come through the airport carrying firearms in their backpack. Oh, I didn't even know it was in there. Well, you're gonna know now because let me tell you. If you bring a gun into the airport, you get caught on the checkpoint. Please understand a few things. Number one, the second you step on that checkpoint, that's federal territory.
Yep.
Okay, that is federal territory, and
You get federal time.
you get federal time. No, you get a federal ticket. They're not going to do that. If you have warrants, they're going to take you to jail. Number two, they're going to take and run ballistics on the firearm and make sure it hasn't been used in a crime.
Yeah,
Number
make sure how
three,
many bodies
you get a
there.
ticket for $13,000, and you get another ticket from the TSA for bringing a gun on a TSA checkpoint.
And
So,
then they take the gun.
and no, you get your gun back, but they take your CPL. You don't have your CPL for 3 years. Okay, and Mark says you get 3 to 5 years for having a firearm without a CPL. 3 to 5 years off the rip, you know. And if you're a good citizen, you don't even have a traffic ticket, they might show leniency. But that's up to the judge, you know. Fortunately,
And the judges are not kind in Wayne County for that.
oh well, no, I know a few of them. They cool. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Back when Judge Strong was on the bench,
Oh, that was different.
Judge Strong did not play.
That was
I
different. Judge Strong.
Judge,
If Judge Strong gave you a heavy sentence, you deserved it.
well, the funny thing about Craig Strong, Judge Strong, he told me a story about a guy who was in his courtroom and he gave the guy life. And the guy was like 60 something years old. He was like, Your Honor, I don't know if I could do life. And Judge Strong said, Well, do what you can. Do what you can. And the rest we'll chalk it up. You know, so
We'll work the rest out.
wait a minute. Richard Cleverman says if you have a CPL and high on fentanyl, that's a deadly combination.
And guess what? That person is mainly white, and he'll probably get probation.
Yep. Depending on who you are. Come on, let's be real. Because does racism still exist in the United States? Look, this is an easy question. An easy question. Does racism still exist in the United States? So, meaning, if me and you went to Alabama or Mississippi and we had a firearm with a CPL, do you think we could get equal justice?
And you could be in Michigan. Michigan is an open carry as long as you have a holster and you have your license.
No, wait a minute. Don says, no, he gave the guy 100 years. Either way, he was 60 years old when he gave it to him. And he said, we're going to give you 100 years. I can't do 100 years. You got to do what you can. But is there still racism in America? Now,
if I carry a weapon and it's holstered and all of a sudden you just see the bottom of it. Somebody sees the bottom of it and they notice I have a gun, right? They will call
yes.
They will call the police on me.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
now, let it be a white guy. Same thing. Shirt over his holster. You don't really see it. It's not open, but you can see the bottom of it. They won't call the police or have any questions about why is he carrying a gun in a public place. But they'll call on me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, let me tell you, I was at the Walmart on Michigan and Canton Center Drive. And I was just in there buying a few things, and I happened to bend the corner, little short, stocky guy, and his 2 kids, and they're getting whatever. And he's in plain sight, big cannon on his hip. And I'm like, here's the deal. If you're walking through Walmart with a firearm exposed, you're a coward. Okay, you don't really need everybody to know that you got a CPL, and I mean, why you letting everybody see it? So if something go down, guess who's getting shot first? You are, okay? Because you got a gun. And then, or if something happens, say a car backfires outside, he's gonna draw his gun and play Rambo, okay?
Because that PTSD is kicking in.
Gilbert said, just end up in Howell or other places in Michigan and feel uncomfortable stares. Yeah.
Right.
And
all day long.
Don says, because you're more of a threat because of your skin color, not so much because of the gun.
Let me say this to that. And I'm going to take it to the Bible for this one.
Uh-oh. Well,
Black people always ask, why do you follow Jesus? Why do you follow God? He hasn't done nothing. We were enslaved and he took it. Let me say this to y'all. Because God has given us a conscious and a decision-making process, we're aligned to make our own decisions. Now, the reason that slavery happened was the fact that God needed us to be here. Now, it might not have been a good way for us to get here, but it was a way for us to get here. But guess what? The people that did the things to us are more afraid of us than they are of anybody. And you know why? Because God in the Bible has said, I have not given my people the spirit of fear.
That's right.
But of a sound mind. And guess who doesn't have a sound mind every time they see a black person walking around or they don't have a sound mind every time somebody steps around that is a different color, or they don't have a sound mind when people are crossing the border because they think that they're taking their jobs. Those people can't hardly sleep at night. That has nothing to do with their fear or their fear of the country changing or anything. That fear was instilled in them because of what their ancestors did, and they can't get that curse cannot get off of them until they apologize.
Now, Waldo says folks who do stuff like that hide behind that firearm can't fight. That's true.
Nope, they can't.
They can't. Which is why the little short, fat, stubby guy who carried his firearm and said, "Don't mess with me. I got a big gun." I'm like, "Yeah, I got a big."
Boy, I smack you upside the head.
You ain't never lied.
Before you even reach for it, you gonna reach for it, and I'm gonna reach for your hand. We gonna keep it in the holster while I beat you the heck up.
And see, here's a fun fact. What he did know is I was right behind him and I was strapped. Now, if something went on and he pulled it out, I'm like, "Don't you do it." And he'd have been like, "Damn." A black man with a book is a big time threat. Yeah. But here's the sad part. And I'm glad you said that, Richard. The sad part about black people. There was an old saying, and many guys have heard it. You want to hide from something from black people? Put it in a book. Because we don't read. We don't. I post stuff on Facebook every day. You know that most of you guys, I'm saying most of you guys, don't even read it because it's over a paragraph. If it's over 4 or 5 lines, that's too long. I don't want to read all that. Perhaps and that's why I started posting stuff from Instagram, from the Bible, so you ain't gotta read it, just listen to it. It may be long, but it may be something that'll help you out in the long run. If I post something long, believe me, it's something that maybe you should hear, or some of you should hear and understand. Then they were talking about it on the news. There's a problem with reading in this country. And I'm not talking about with just children. These are grown-ass people that just cannot read worth a damn. And the reason why you don't read well is because you don't do it enough. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. And I'm not proud of this, and I'm not, down in myself too much, but in my younger days, I could read very well to myself, silently. I could read very, very well, understanding everything. But when it came time to opening up this mic, I could not read verbatim what I was looking at. And there was a disconnect. And you know how I conquered that? I practiced. Just like Demetrius practiced on his keys, just like Randy practiced on his horn, just like Juan practices with his cameras, I practice. We have got to learn, accept your shortcomings, and then work on them. Make yourself a better you today than you were yesterday. Do not accept mediocrity. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to be better. We got to do better. It saddens me that I hear every day about when black people gonna come together. Damn it, it's time. Let's make today that day. Why don't we get ourselves? You start with yourself.
I'm going to tell you why that's not going to work. And y'all going to hate me for it, and I don't care.
I'm so kind.
I don't. The reason why black people can't get together is because they isolate themselves as kingdoms.
Now explain kingdom.
When you wake up in the morning and that man sends you that text with, "Ladies, good morning, black queen, good morning, queen," and you send it back to him, "Good morning, king, how you doing, king?" You has established a kingdom
amongst yourselves. And what happens to kingdoms next door to other kingdoms? They fall. One of them gonna fall.
Why?
Because they can't.
Kingdoms always war against each other.
Bravo. Well done.
Thank you. I'll take my bow for that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you credit on that one. And see, society and life has taught us that in what story have you learned or found that two kingdoms have come together to make a stronger kingdom?
It has happened. It has happened.
Where?
But what happens later, after the kingdom is strengthened, somebody has to take it over.
Once again, why does it
and
have to be
and
one? Why
because
can't it be two people in charge?
because the people of each nation are going to want their person in charge.
That's why I say, why let both kings, you know,
Ah,
come together.
no,
See,
there's
and
not
therein lies the problem. Why we can't come together?
because kingdoms together cannot coexist unless you have a treaty.
Okay, well then draw up a damn treaty.
There it is.
You know,
Kingdoms
just
don't.
draw up a treaty,
Kingdom,
baby. And
you remember?
that's
You
where the
remember back in
people,
the day,
the citizens of the kingdom, that's where their voice comes in.
they build alliances. That's true. But somebody always breaks the alliance. It's always one of them. You can have 5 kingdoms together in an alliance, and somebody breaks the alliance because somebody's offering them more money, and money was always the
Root of all evil.
root. The greediness is the root, but money was always the catalyst of
Ooh.
destroying the alliances.
Wait a minute, my cousin Gary said that's why there's the shot news.
Yeah, hey,
Shout out to my cousin Gary. He lost his sister. I lost my cousin, and I will be attending the homegoing services for that. So, you know,
and that's true, Waldo. We as a people like drama and destruction versus good and peace. We do.
yeah, we do.
We
You
do.
know, and it's sad, and we are doing it to ourselves. We are better than this, ladies and gentlemen. And it starts with learning how to
But
read.
we can't see that because again,
Oh, time out. This is the Demetrius Neighbors Hour. And everything we've been listening to in the background has been all
wait.
Demetrius Neighbors. And this
This is
song,
my jam right here.
Strolling Down Blame,
Yeah, bro.
is Strolling
my
Down
jam
Blame,
right here.
baby. Check this out.
Play
And we're
that.
getting ready to get out of here. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to go get ready to get Auntie. I got to start up at 10 o'clock to get her dressed for her appointment at 3.
You
Well,
silly.
she's 96, so, you know, it's going to
You
take her
silly.
time. You know, but listen, guys, check this out for the entire hour. It's all Demetrius Neighbors. And coming up next hour, we got George Duke and Stanley Clark, John Smith and Daja, Down to the Bone, Swing Out Sister. We've got Jean-Luc Ponte, Bob James, and Sade, just to name a few. Man, it's been a wonderful conversation.
Look,
You study better with Pat Metheny in the background. Okay, we'll squeeze some Pat Metheny in there. I
Let
started
me
this
say
show
this.
with End of the World.
if you have children right now, young children that's under 10, get them some dictionaries and get them thesauruses and have them read.
Yeah. You know why Eminem became
they
such a
can't-
great
if they-
rapper?
if
He
they
studied
can't-
the dictionary.
Yeah, if they can't read, let them look at the pictures in it for right now.
And then teach them the words. If you don't know the words, then it's up to you as a parent or grandparent to learn your damn self, because you can't teach a baby nothing if you don't know nothing your damn self. So you owe it to yourself to educate yourself before
get
you
it.
can share it with the people coming up behind you.
Tutors don't cost that much money, y'all.
What?
Tutors don't cost that much
They
money.
really don't. You know, get a book. There's YouTube. I mean, how many of you guys have gone to YouTube to learn how to read? You can actually do that. There's an app for that. How to sound things out. You know, vowels, A-E-I-O-U, and sometimes Y.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the easiest way to learn how to read. Get the audio book and the book and read
follow
along.
Yep. Follow along with it. Easiest way in the world.
Easiest way in the world.
You know,
Easiest way in the world.
we have to do better, because that's why we in the mess we in today. We got two guys that none of us can really trust. You don't know nothing about Donald Trump. You don't know nothing about Joe Biden.
Both
And
of them
yet,
racist. Both of them racist.
whatever, regardless, you don't know nothing about either one of them, and yet we are forced to be voting for one or the other.
I ain't voting for either.
That ain't right.
I ain't voting for either.
I'm getting ready to go get rid of this. I'm tired of looking at it. It's going to be baby, I'm sorry, it's going to be a salt and pepper mustache. You're going to have to kiss on that anyway, okay?
Friday, y'all going to see I'm going to be bald headed and beardless. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Gilbert says, find like-minded people to encourage you to improve your skills of life. Richard Clemens says, read to succeed. He also says, music indeed and a little weed.
learning a different language will open your
Open up your
dating-
dating opportunities.
Look.
That's right.
Some of them don't care if you parlez-vous français if you don't have grande muche in your pocket.
Mucho grande.
Mucho grande. There
Mucho
you go. See?
dinero.
Mucho
Mucho grande means very big.
big, big.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to get out of here, get my life together, and take Auntie out, and then I'm going to get some rest and try to get rid of the rest of this cold. I might even go wash the truck, I guess, So what do you got for today, man?
I got some studio stuff I got to do. I'm gonna be doing some editing a little bit later. I got to go help another radio station.
Cool.
Stuff, and then after that, I'm gonna be chilling.
Okay, cool. Well, listen, guys, it's a pleasure and a privilege. We thank you guys for joining us today. Share us with your friends. We don't always go rampant like this every day, but every now and then it's good to let out some steam, It's 313 day today. Thank you, Richard. Gary Hunter said 911. Let them know the Shot News will have free tickets to the NFL Draft next issue. You heard that.
The Shot News? Okay.
Yeah, Gary Hunter, the Shot News will have free tickets to the NFL Draft next issue. I got two down front. I want you guys to make it a better day today than it was yesterday. God gave us a wonderful day today and yesterday. It's going to be 70-something degrees in Detroit, a rarity in March.
In March.
And it's on 313 day too. Come on, y'all. Go out there and be the person that lightens the load on somebody else's day. Make somebody else smile. Make somebody else happy for a change. And if you can't do that, if you're sitting at home and you ain't going out, fine. Pick up a book and just read. All right? Demetrius, check out the rest of your hour. This is your hour. Oh, yeah, incidentally, right after commercial, Demetrius Neighbors and Randy Scott. The song is called Shine. Okay?
Oh, that's what's up.
All right, guys, take it easy. And if it's real easy, take it again. We will see you. I got to hold this up one more time. Demetrius Neighbors and Nicest DeMille at the La Pita Cafe Banquet Center right off Michigan Avenue. It's in Dearborn, Michigan. Wait a minute. Oh, there's Saturday, May 4th. Get your tickets now. The link has been up all freaking show right there. That's the link to get your tickets. Available at eventbrite.com/e/an intimate evening with Demetrius Neighbors and special guest Nicest DeMille. Whew, that's a lot to read. But see, I practice. That's why I can do that. You guys make it a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Juan, let's do it again Friday.
I'm doing the morning coffee show early that day, and then I'll join you at time.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And remember to make each and every day count. We Saturday evening, May 4th, our WJZD Radio Detroit. That guy right there.
We are One Media World Radio. Go ahead and listen to us, WJZD and One Media World Radio, for 1 hour. And I guarantee you we'll be your favorite internet radio stations. Plus, live, laugh, and love today. Just get out and just enjoy the beautiful day. Just
7 p.m.
Live. Just live in the day and laugh. Laugh at something that's really funny. Make your day better. And then love somebody today. Just love on somebody today, and that'll make your day the best day of the rest of your life. And remember, responsible violence.
Get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.